A prominent local politician, his doting wife, a mother of two,
She was a fantastic mother.
and their young live-in nanny. It had the makings of a storybook beginning, but it's about to have a gruesome ending.
Okay, is she breathing?
No.
With Lee-Ann Shannon dead in the bathtub of her suburban home.
Initial indications were an accidental drowning.
Did she drown? Was it a suicide?
I got a call from the chief of police from Hart Police Department telling me that they'd had a dead body.
But an investigation will soon uncover a family's salacious little secrets and hidden affairs.
You don't invite another woman into your home.
Will it all point to foul play? On the surface, Tim Shannon and his 34-year-old wife, Lee-Ann, appeared to have a happy marriage. The pair met in college, and shortly after graduating, they tied the knot.
She felt great influence from her mother that you should get married because you're at a certain age and you've had no other prospects.
Tim's distinguished family was a fixture in the small town of Hart, Michigan, not far from the lake. His father was the only doctor in town, and Tim went into politics, becoming a well-respected city councilman.
Her mother was all excited because she felt that her daughter was marrying into a very affluential family that was going to take good care of her.
Lee-Ann went on to work part-time as a real estate agent, leaving her time to raise the couple's two children, only 3 and 4 years old. Their good fortune even allowed for full-time help from a young live-in nanny named Jamie.
The minister of the church that they all went to had made a plea to the families that this girl needed a place to stay and spoke specifically to Lee-Ann and Tim about the possibility of them opening their home to this person, which they did.
It all made for a happy, all-American life.
She was a fantastic mother. Her kids were her life. Like, she just loved her children.
But then, tragic news would change everything.
I got a phone call from my aunt on Sunday evening, and she was hysterical. And she's crying, and she says, "Deb, Lee-Ann's dead." And I said, "What do you mean Lee-Ann's dead?" She said she drank too much and she drowned in the bathtub.
At the house, detectives walk into a grim scene. In the bathroom, Lee-Ann's bloated body is lying in the family bathtub. The water drained, her lips a pale blue.
We talked with the Hart Police Department, who investigated the original case, and after talking with them, we did have some concerns of a drowning in the bathtub.
And yet, after an initial check at the scene, all indications for cops point in the direction of a simple but horrible tragedy.
We have reason to believe that Lee-Ann got intoxicated that night. We found the empty bottles in the home, and her blood alcohol content when they did the autopsy was a 0.23. So that would be consistent with her being intoxicated.
Within days, detectives wrapped up their investigation. Hart County cops reported that Lee-Ann's death was an accidental drowning.
And they said, "Well, we don't really think anything foul's gone on."
It all appeared to be a closed case, but not really.
How often does a person, an adult, drown in a bathtub? It sounded funny.
Soon, nearby Oceana County took over the case. Remember, Tim was an elected official, and his position as councilman posed a conflict of interest. Once Oceana County investigators are on the case, they uncover startling revelations, clues to Lee-Ann's sudden death that didn't go down the drain with the bathwater that horrible day.
Timothy was able to get his wife Lee-Ann to agree to move Jamie in to assist with raising of the two kids and be a nanny at the residence.
Behind closed suburban doors at the Shannon home, cops discover a situation brewing that's ripe for a scandal. At the center, Jamie Hathaway, a 20-year-old woman who Lee-Ann and Tim had invited into their home.
Her mother told Lee-Ann, "No, Lee-Ann, you don't invite another woman into your home. This is going to be, this could cause problems."
At the time, no one knew just how many. But Lee-Ann's cousin, Deborah LaRiviere, claims the relationship between Tim, Lee-Ann, and Jamie had some eyebrow-raising conditions.
The thing that was very disturbing, apparently this girl was calling Tim and Lee-Ann mom and dad, which is sort of odd because she wasn't a child. She was a woman. And she would refer to them as mom and dad, not only in the house, but out publicly.
And interestingly, Deborah says the couple seemed to be taking it even one step further.
Lee-Ann told her mother, we're going to adopt Jamie. They took steps and even went to see a lawyer to do this.
But Lee-Ann was about to get the shock of her life from the very woman she now considered a daughter. The loving mother learned the nanny had taken on some extra duties, igniting a sizzling romance with the man of the house right under Lee-Ann's nose. Cops soon learned Tim desperately wants out of his marriage.
He claimed that his marriage had fallen apart. He was going to be filing for divorce.
But Lee-Ann is distraught and drinking. Before Tim can file for divorce, she turns up dead.
The largest amount of evidence was the fact that we had a woman dead in the bathtub.
Was it an accident, or did someone kill her? Coming up,
She and Timothy had decided that she would be moving into the residence.
alcohol-drowned sorrows lead cops to a shocking discovery.
And Lee-Ann would not be there anymore.
Lee-Ann struggled with depression and other issues related to that, developed, we believe, a drinking issue. Tim Shannon ultimately decided he wanted to be with the younger woman.